Mom, I met a woman whose family just moved from China. Her daughter is starting at your school next week, Grace. She's just a month younger than you. Grace, what's her name? Does she speak English? Mom, Wendy Zhang, and yes, her mom says Wendy started learning English when she was 2. Grandma May, I'm not surprised. In China, people think it's very important to learn English. Mom, Wendy's grandfather came to America around the same time you did, May. Wendy's dad was born here in Chicago. Grace, I thought you said Wendy just moved here. Mom, yes, her dad went to China to become a teacher. Then he got married, and now the family has come to live in America. You'll help Wendy find her way around school, won't you? Grace, okay, I guess so. But I have a lot to do tomorrow. I don't see why someone else can't. Mom, in a serious tone, Wendy shares your heritage, Grace. I thought you'd be excited. Grace, why should I care about my heritage? Pulls back her chair from the dining room table. I'm not hungry anymore. May I go to my room? Mom nods, and Grace leaves the table and goes to her room. Mom, what's the matter with her? Dad, I don't know. Every time we mention the word China lately, she turns into a storm cloud. Grandma May, laughing. She doesn't seem to like the word heritage either. Oh, well, let's not allow this pasta to go to waste. She takes the pasta Grace left on her plate. Scene 3. It's later on Monday evening. Grace is lying on her bed doing homework. Grandma May knocks on her door and peers around the corner. She's carrying leftover spaghetti and salad on a tray. Grandma May, mind if I come in for a moment, Grace? Grace, sitting up. Of course not. Grandma May, I brought you some leftovers. The pasta is cold, but I know you like it that way. Grace, laughing. True. I guess you've seen me eating straight from the refrigerator. Thanks, Grandma. I'm sorry about how I acted before. I was rude. Grandma May, it's okay. I think I know a little bit about how you're feeling. When I came to this country in 1939, I was the same age you are now. I didn't want to come here. I wanted to stay in China. There I didn't have to think about being Chinese all the time. Everyone there was Chinese. So I just felt like a person. But here, being Chinese made me stand out. Grace, what do you mean? Grandma May, when my family came to America, we had a difficult time at first. There was so much we had to learn, and so many questions we had to answer. Grace, I don't understand. Why was it so hard? Grandma May, well, it's complicated. All ships carrying Chinese immigrants had to land at a place called Angel Island, so that's where my family went. We were frightened. It was all so new to us. Grace, what happened there? Grandma May, we stayed in a crowded building. We had to sleep on bunk beds. I didn't even know what a bunk bed was. I remember they gave us oatmeal for breakfast. I thought it was the worst thing I'd ever tasted. I wanted rice and eggs like we had at home. Grace, I don't understand. Why did you have to stay at Angel Island? Grandma May, the law said that all Chinese immigrants had to go to Angel Island. We were all assigned numbers. When they called my number, I had to go to an interview. At the interview, American officials asked us a lot of questions. I remember they asked me strange things like, how many windows are in your house in China? Grace, why would they need to know that? Grandma May, they wanted to make sure we were who we claimed to be. If I said there were 10 windows in our house, and my mother said there were 16 windows in our house, they might think we weren't really related to each other. Of course, I was only 8. I didn't even know how many windows were in our house, but I knew I wanted permission to stay in the U.S.